Hey y'all, welcome back to the Just a Girl Show. My name is Janine if you are new here. If you're new to the channel, of course, hit that subscribe button. Turn your notifications on so you never miss an episode. And if you are a subscriber, welcome back to the channel. So I shared a video a couple days ago in reference to the mother and daughter who got arrested for stealing and all the things, and posted the video to the Spin That song by Young Miami that is going super viral. People are calling it the song of the summer, song of the year. And we see people all day, every day, young, old, big, small, dancing to the song.
Just to flip it, pop some tags. Girl, going that go, y'all bad.
Okay. This song, like many songs, don't get me wrong, there's music can heal and music can do a lot of hurt, cause a lot of hurt. All right. It is very influential in the way that we maneuver, the way that we live our lives, the way that we think. It's been that way forever. I think the music continues to change and it continues to get worse and worse and just cheaper. And it's just some ghetto stuff that's just always being, created. It's low effort. There's no real art behind a lot of the music. And Spin That is one of those, the lyrics wise, one of those songs where there's creatives, artists who are talking about this. And actually India.Arie, I guess she tweeted about it or posted about it, something about just basically saying that she's already talked about the culture, especially when we saw Essence Fest, where they out there just acting a ghetto mess, twerking, all the things. And she called that out. She basically said, I've already shown that I care. People don't care. So I'm not going to keep, I think they brought up that song, and it's I'm not going to keep doing this. Right.
India.Arie, I need you to shut up. I know y'all like, oh my God, did you just tell India.Arie to shut up? I did. And this is what we mean as a generation when we say, hey, I'm not my forefathers. Just because you older don't mean I'm gonna let you say something I don't agree with. Because see, my issue is, India, is that all these years, my whole life, your whole life, these men, daddy whole life, the granddaddy whole life, they've been making songs about doing the worst. The worst. I'm talking about hurting people, violence, robbing, killing, putting substances in their body that should not be in their body at all. I mean, all of our whole life. And now that women are doing it, and they're not even making the same. We ain't even talking about hurt nobody. We ain't even talking about no violence. We just said we want a scammer. We just said we want somebody with a little bit of money. We just said the economy is bad. Working ain't going so well. So what a scammer's at? What a booster's at? What's going on? That's all she was saying. But my issue is when women finally start making they type of ratchet music, now you want to say something? Now it's an issue. And I'm sure y'all gonna say, well, she spoke up on it before. Okay, well, now that this happened with the girlies, I want you to actually be quiet. Because I just don't feel like that's women empowerment. I don't feel like that's helping us at all. And at the end of the day, Miami is getting her time to shine. She trying to come up from the bottom. She trying to come up from being a duo, do her solo thing. She been hitting the ground running. I mean, trying. And she finally got a hit. And India.Arie is going to be the person to come out and rain on her parade. I don't like that. I don't like that for Miami. I don't like that for India.Arie. I don't like it for female rap. Let them have fun. Everybody don't want to be conscious. You get what I'm saying? Everybody don't want to listen to that, and everybody don't want to make that type of music. If the neo-soul community come out and start talking about scammers and boosters and stuff, okay, Miss Arie, this is your time to shine. But let us in the ratchet hip-hop community do what we want. Let us make some Trina-influenced music. Dang, I like you, but right now I need you to shut up.
Well, Nikki Gilbert, who was a part of the group, is it Brownstone? I forgot. Put it in the comments if I'm wrong. Brown something, okay? She shared this post in reference to that song and just music in general. Here's a clip, y'all. We're going to come back and talk about it.
I support artists, support real music, support real creatives. Because, baby, the two things that we have to compete with, AI is one of them. And the other thing is ratchet ass, ghetto ass, low vibrational ass music and songs. I'm sick of them. Do I think that one song is going to turn somebody into a criminal? Absolutely not. And we're going to acknowledge music will heal you. It will inspire you. But when songs start streaming billions and billions of time, it becomes a part of our cultural conversation, right? It's not just shaping fashion and language and cultural identity. It's actually teaching people how to treat us. Music influences our emotions. Yeah. Music influences our cultural identity. Yeah. Music and social norms, right? Our attitudes and behaviors about things. Why is it that when we start talking about songs like Spin That, all of a suddenly, we taking it too seriously. We doing too much. We being too much of an auntie. I don't want to believe that as a culture, we about to start boosting and scamming. But it's already something that plagues our communities. It's already a lot of kids who don't have parents in the household because they locked up. It's a lot of young women out there and young men out there who got locked up for stealing some shit, didn't have the bail money or ability to get out of jail, and ended up getting in trouble while they were there. And now they got to spend the rest of their lives in prison. I just think that there's a lot more. Not that everything has to be kumbaya. And again, it's art. But Carisha has a very successful record. She's going to reap the benefits of the record. So if there's a criticism connected to it, then, got to take that too. And I get it, because honestly, I don't think that there are enough of us who care enough to really make an impact on whether or not that kind of music and those kind of songs and for God's sake, see, Dolores Tucker went all the way to the Capitol, y'all. And they told that lady to get up out of here, gave her a parental advisory sticker that don't even exist anymore. And, that was that. So if you go to the highest court in the land and they say they don't care, i.e. what I had to do with my case, then what else do you do? Maybe occasionally get on live and share with people who will listen and who get it that, it's not okay. But then, then you ostracize and alienate yourself for something that the whole world is going to be bopping to, whether you are or not. So feels a little futile to even talk about it, but I'm just a real one. And I just have to say, I'm not buying into the hype because everybody else is. Never have, never will.
So there are people who are upset with people who have a problem with the song. They feel like, as she said, oh, why everybody's so mad when they come to Spin That? It's now we being too serious, right? When something is loved by the community, it's always never that deep, right?
And older black women, y'all not being the allegations. India proved it. Anytime young black women find some joy or something, y'all like to try to bring it down in size. Fuck y'all. When I get old, I'ma always be for the young hoes. I'ma always be for shit that's gonna make young people happy. Even if it's about a song about stealing, boosting, whatever like that. It's just a song. Nobody taking that shit literally except for idiots. Go talk to the idiots. Don't talk to the people who actually got common sense.
It's never that deep. And that's the problem. When you feel like this is that deep, as you said, people out here stealing these kids, right? The difference that people don't realize about back in the day to now is the access that kids have to all of the things. There were things that we just did not have access to when I was growing up. My daughter literally asked me today about a show on Netflix or something. She said, "Did you watch it when you were a kid?" I said, "No, they didn't have that show when I was a kid." She said, "Well, did you watch on Netflix?" I said, "They didn't have Netflix when I was a kid." She said, "Well, how did you watch TV?" I said, "We just watched regular TV, like regular cable, regular TV." She was like, "Huh?" Like that just blows her mind, because it's like, no Netflix, there was no YouTube, like that, none of this stuff existed. And that allowed for certain things to not seep so far into our head, because we didn't have access to the internet. There was no cell phones. Like, it is different. So if you are not a parent, or you don't come from a home where your parent is not engaging in the songs, like, because their parents are blasting the songs in the car, in the house, right? So if your mom is listening to it, you got it on your phone, you dancing to it, it's promoted, it is seeping in. And that's the part that is influencing. It has a greater influence on our children today than music did on us back then. Now, did it hit, a lot of people? Absolutely. The gangster rap, all the things it meant, the boys want to be out there, drug dealers, all the things, right? We know the effect. But the problem is we love anything ghetto, ratchet, and a mess.
I agree with everything that India Ari said about Carisha's song Spin That. And before y'all come over here talking about respectability politics and how it's not that serious, I just want to ask you just one question. Why are y'all so determined to normalize and glorify criminal behavior within the black community? Like, why are we talking about where the scamming ass niggas at in our 30s? Am I the only person who thinks that that's like we too old for that shit? And then y'all be like, well, y'all don't say anything to black men. Yes, the fuck we do. Joe Budden literally went viral last year talking about Drake's music and talking about how he talks about the same thing. Talking about how he's too old to be talking about, effing women half his age. Talking about how he's too old to be making music with 21 Savage. He got up in his ass for that, and I wholeheartedly agree. The problem is that y'all just don't like black women being held accountable for anything. Whenever a black woman is being held accountable, y'all want to say that she's being attacked. But India Ari said was not an attack on Carisha. It's not. This is a legitimate critique. And while hip-hop is not a monolith, like, yes, I understand that Carisha's song is not a representation of all hip-hop, but it is representative of the culture, the current state of the culture. And the current state of the culture has been stagnant since the 90s. Y'all been talking about killing, rap killing, graping, fucking sucking for the last 30 years, and it's getting redundant. No other genre of music normalizes and glorifies criminal behavior the way hip-hop does. It's true, like rock music, yeah, they may talk about doing drugs, sex, drugs, and rock and roll, but they're not talking about scamming and killing and unaliving and raping people in their music. They're not. And it's lazy. Can we clock it? Talking about scamming niggas and unaliving, humping and sucking and all the things that y'all been talking about for the last 30 years is lazy. It's redundant, and that's why hip-hop is dead. Why are we encouraging people to be scammers? And let's be very clear, these scammers, they're not stealing from the rich and giving to the poor like on some Robin Hood shit. Oh no, they're stealing from black folk. The crimes are being committed within proximity to the community. It is. Y'all scamming ass niggas be scamming black folk. And that's literally what you're encouraging. Like, let's call a thing a thing. The messaging is harmful, and I don't think that India Ari is wrong for, calling a thing. And I honestly feel like black women should hold other black women accountable when it comes to their music and when it comes to certain things. I do. I don't want to hear no criticism from a black man coming to a black woman. Let the black men handle the black men, and let black women handle each other. I feel like that's fair. And like I said, I want you to ask yourself, why are y'all so determined to continue this and perpetuate this narrative towards our community, especially in your big grown age of 30 and 30 plus?
This is the song of the summer, according to the people. Like, that's just diabolical that this is the song of the summer, is what they're calling it. How? We have created this dynamic as people, when it comes especially to the music, how vulgar it is, that women have no shame about what they share. Everything and anything can be shared, and you should just not care.
Y'all, I just left my wax appointment, and she talking about, oh, you gotta wait 24 hours before you have sex. Baby, I'm on my way to get some hair, like, right now. Like, I got about 24 minutes left in me. I'm sorry. Like, I didn't do this for no reason.
I mean, and I know y'all might be thinking, like, how do the two relate? The point I'm making with sharing that brief clip is, as a woman, why do you think it's okay to come online and talk about your sex life? But again, if everybody as an artist, and when they're just from the music they share to social media to what they talk about, This is how women present themselves. This is what women promote. And this is what the music can do to you. And you're supposed to be free and do whatever you want to do. And you shouldn't care. All of this is detrimental, especially to the Black woman, to Black children, to the Black family. It is just disgusting. It is horrible. And it is heartbreaking for us to continue to make this stuff cool. Make it like it should not even be a thing. And that is the sad reality in our society. That you can't care. You can't have a problem with the song. Why are y'all so pressed about the song? Because they always go back to, well, y'all had this or y'all had that. It's a difference. I mean, I know that a lot of this stuff is going to go in one ear and out the other when it comes to somebody like Nikki, obviously being older and, sharing her opinion. And again, all of the other creatives, because again, I think when you are a artist and you come from a different generation, you're looking like, what in the entire hell is this? How is this a song that is charting when we had to really put effort, put soul, get creative, have a purpose? But we live, again, I showed y'all this in the other video, getting tricked on, spending money, chasing money, selling your cat. Like, this is what stealing, all of the things. And it's so messed up and it's so unfortunate. It really is. But this is the reality, y'all. So I want to just let y'all know this. I want y'all to see this, share your thoughts on this topic. Let me know, what do y'all think about the song? Do you think that this song is having a heavy influence around, on our people like I do? If you disagree, let me know in the comments about why you disagree. Like the video if you enjoyed it, of course. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next episode soon. Bye.